The four states' most watched news.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Aaron Saxon Associates.
Coming up, one Kansas casino files a lawsuit against the state after it passes a bill legalizing sports betting.
Considerably cooler than what we started off with our mornings last week. No record highs this week. Just a shot for more rain. The latest from the Skywatch Weather Center.
And lawmakers in the Missouri House wrap up their session with a bill protecting patient-visitor access at hospitals.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It is 5 a.m. I'm Tanya Bach. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but first let's go to Michael Hayslip.
Don't have to worry about waking up with it already sitting in the 70s. No record highs this week. Still going to be considerably above average, however. 56 right now in Joplin, 51 in Iola. Let's roll 61 there in Miami. So quite a difference from north to south. Done with our rain for the time being, coming off of the heavy downpour that we had yesterday. Even reports of hail coming out of portions of Oklahoma. There you go, down to the south right there. Look at all those storm reports just to the south of our highlighted counties. And I know that there were some people in the four states that even saw some hail falling, just not large enough there to actually make the storm reports as far as the National Weather Service goes. Our weather trend for today, it is going to be delightful. We'll get a whole bunch of sunshine, work up into the mid to high 70s. So like I said, we're going to avoid those high 80s, close to 90 like what we had last week. Here's future track into motion. Now Tuesday morning we get a little that wants to sweep in, especially for the west and the southern portions. And then as it kind of breaks up, it kind of rolls through each and every day. And that's why on the 7-day forecast there, we keep those chances, albeit sporadic, for Wednesday and Thursday, not widespread. But then we're going to pick back up on Friday. The interesting thing about Friday's system, that is a legitimate cold front that's going to drop us down about 20 degrees there for the weekend.
All right. Well, at least yesterday for sure. I mean, it just seemed like the thunder and lightning all day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only got it up to 78 degrees at Joplin Regional Airport. And temperatures weren't too bad, but yeah, just one of those that thunder and lightning would not give up. It was probably rather impressive.
Yeah, it was. It was loud. All right. Thanks, Michael. One person is dead, one injured, and another in custody following a shooting late Saturday night in Pittsburgh. According to the Pittsburgh Police Department, just before 11 Saturday night, numerous 911 calls came in of people reporting multiple gunshots around the 100 block of West 23rd Street. When officers arrived, they located two female victims. 40-year-old Stephanie Short of Pittsburgh was pronounced dead at the scene. 49-year-old Velma Cubey of Kansas City had gunshot wounds as well and was transported to Via Christi in stable condition. Police identified the suspect as 39-year-old James Hamilton of Pittsburgh. Hamilton was taken into custody by the police department. Officials have requested charges of murder in the first degree and attempted murder in the first degree. Authorities arrest a shooting suspect in Montgomery County, Kansas. The Independence Police Department responded to a report of shots fired at the 300 block of South 18th Monday night. Witnesses say a gold Mercedes came to a house and the driver threatened another person with a weapon. Shots were fired and the Mercedes fled the area. Officers chased the car and arrested Marcus Lawrence after a short pursuit. Investigators say the two people involved in the shooting know each other and the attack was not random. Joplin Police Department mourns the loss of another former member. JPD announced one of their retired canines, Pax, passed away recently, peacefully Sunday morning. Pax retired from the force in 2021 after having a successful career. During his time in the force, he had over 500 vehicle searches, 40 suspect apprehensions, and located 1,631.8 grams of methamphetamine. During his retirement, he lived at home with his handler, Officer Bobby Brown. Pax would have been 12 years old this year. Pittsburgh Police Department announces the addition of a new canine officer to its force. Roan is a 2-year-old German Shepherd brought in from Poland. Roan will be paired with Officer Zachary Daney. Together, they completed a 6-week certification course through Patriot K9 and are certified in narcotics detection, human trafficking, and suspect apprehension. A Kansas casino sues the state shortly after Governor Laura Kelly signed sports betting into law. Boyd Gaming operates the Kansas Star Casino about 15 miles south of Wichita. under a contract with the Kansas Lottery that runs until December of 2026. They argue the state is breaching its contract, which says the lottery will not permit competition from similar facilities in the Wichita area. The dispute stems from a provision in the new law allowing new gambling devices at Wichita Greyhound Park, which closed in 2011. Missouri House spent its last day of the session Friday passing language protecting patient visitor access at hospitals. House members voted overwhelmingly in favor of the regulations on hospital, nursing home, hospice, and other long-term care patients. Measure was motivated by visitor bans and restrictions during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Senate did not vote on the matter as it ended its session a day early. And a young woman fighting a terminal illness is on a mission to help others. Molly House from Galena delivered Medi teddy bears to Freeman Hospital. Medi teddies include plastic bears that hide IV bags that hang from poles and plush bears for children to hold. House spends a lot of time in hospitals herself from a terminal illness and has made it her mission to help others who fear needles like she does.
It had a pink shirt, says, "We are strong, but we are mighty." And the moment she showed me that teddy bear, my focus came off of the needle and onto that teddy bear.
If you're wanting to know more about Medi Teddy, you can go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, get ready to fire up the grill because it's National Barbecue Day. Whether you grill at home or grab some takeout, you'll find Americans across the country enjoying an assortment of mouth-watering barbecue flavors and sauces today. In the world of barbecue, grillers decide how to cook their barbecue, whether they choose charcoal, wood, gas, or slow cooking. They consider themselves the culinary expert of barbecue. Traditionally, Americans have 4 types of barbecue regions: Kansas City, Carolina, Memphis, and Texas. Whatever your barbecue preference, enjoy the day. And remember, no barbecue meal would be complete if you didn't add a slice of watermelon for a light dessert after a big meal.
To each their own on the watermelon, but yeah,
I love me some watermelon.
not too bad. It's going to be a great afternoon, evening. If you want to fire up the grill, not going to have any worries about any weather concerns for today. Very mild right now, albeit almost cool if you compare to where we were at this point in time throughout most of last week when we were challenging those record highs. Top out in the, let's go mid to high 70s today. A whole lot of sunshine to go along with it. We are going to pick up some rain, however, on the 7-day forecast. We'll begin that early tomorrow morning for the west and to the south, and then make it more sporadic there as we get into the middle of the week.
That's a look at this morning's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Coming up on the KOAM Morning News, the Royals look to pick up a win against the Rockies in the thin air of Mile High Stadium. Plus, the Joplin Rotary Club and FFA team up to raise money for the Ronald McDonald House over the weekend. And get out and enjoy the springtime. But watch out for ticks. We've got ways for you to keep yourself healthy outside while dealing with these 8-legged pests. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. More real news in the morning. We'll be right back.
Temperatures are on the rise. That means it's time to schedule your AC tune-up with Paschal. A professional tune-up will ensure your AC is ready for the summer heat and help you avoid costly repairs or breakdowns. Professional people, professional service. Paschal Air, Plumbing and Electric.
Summer in the 4 states brings an abundance of fresh produce to our tables. But before we enjoy the harvest, there are a few safety tips we need to keep in mind. Clean and sanitize cutting boards and knives between meats and other foods. Refrigerate food to 41 degrees or lower within 2 hours to prevent bacterial growth. Keep ready-to-eat foods such as fruits and veggies away from raw meats to prevent cross-contamination. Cook meat to the right internal temperature to kill any bacteria.
How are you facing the difficulties that you see today? The inflation, the war that's in Ukraine, the difficulties around the world and the threats that we have. How are you facing those things? Do you have peace and joy in the midst of the difficulties and the pain that's before us? Well, God cares about you, and He cares about how you see the events around you. We're here to help one another. We're here to help strengthen and encourage people and inspire people to live a great life even in the midst of difficulties. We have the power available to us through the Holy Spirit to live a strong, powerful life with joy in the midst of anything that comes to us. God's more powerful than any difficulty that you'll ever face. Have a great day today.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
Temperatures are on the rise. That means it's time to schedule your AC tune-up with Paschal. A professional tune-up will ensure your AC is ready for the summer heat and help you avoid costly repairs or breakdowns. Professional people, professional service. Paschal Air, Plumbing and Electric.
Crowder College Rough Riders winning the Region 16 title on Saturday following a 7-1 victory over Jefferson. Third straight regional championship for the Rough Riders as they had to face some adversity through the weekend. Here's Coach Lolleman on how his team dealt with that adversity en route to the championship.
We definitely earned this one. I mean, it was hard fought, and in the St. Charles game we were down 3 twice and came back. So a lot of resilience there, and then obviously Miz was dominant in game 2 against Jeffco, so that made it a little easier. And then all of a sudden, you know, get popped 12-11 and have to play for 6 hours. But the guys responded, and that's what I tell them all the time is the one thing that championship teams do is they respond.
Here's a look at the Rough Riders who made the All-Region team. Josh Patrick and Peyton Holt named first-team All-Region as infielders. Jake Wilson, first-team All-Region recognition as a pitcher. And pitcher Jacob Misarowski, he is your player of the year. Rough Riders advance to the South Central District Tournament. That's going to take place in New Orleans. They'll face Eastern Oklahoma. Game 1, Friday, high noon. Kansas City on the tail end of a long road trip. Royals play the Rockies in the series finale. Tied at 1 game apiece. Pick it up in the 7th. Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. His 3rd home run of the season. Makes it 4-0 Royals. Now KC extends the lead to 6 until the Rockies rally back. Caught for the fly ball, but good enough for the sac fly. And it's important because Colorado just tacked on 7 straight runs. 9th inning, Salvador Perez win it. Lines it in the left. That's going to score 2 runs. Kansas City, they persevere as well. Come back and win this thing 8-7. Cardinals 3 games back from the division lead up against the Brewers, and now they got St. Louis, or then they got San Francisco. And tell you what, Giants playing some good baseball as well. But check out the Cardinals dropped 15 runs. Had 4 in the first, 4 more in the 4th. Yadier Molina went 2 for 3 with a home run, drove in 4. Paul Goldschmidt and Andrew Kisner each had 3 runs driven in. Game 7, Eastern Conference semifinals in the NBA. Celtics coming off a 13-point road win in Game 6 and aiming to finish it off at home. Down 2, however, with 2 to go in the half. Jason Tatum ties it up at 40. Third quarter, Celtics start to pull away. Tatum spins, finds Jaylen Brown all alone for the 3-pointer. Then Grant Williams, baseline, throw down a dunk. 1 minute to go in the 3rd, Drew Holiday finds Giannis Antetokounmpo. The full court lob, my goodness. But the Bucks would need Antetokounmpo to be super special today, and even though 99% of the time he is super special, when you got a career-high 27 for Grant Williams, now the Celtics set a Game 7 record. 22 three-pointers. Boston headed to the conference finals, blowing out Milwaukee 109-81. In the West, you want to talk about a tad bit of an upset here. Dallas wins it 123-90 in a series in which the road team had never won a game. And not only did you have, who was it? Spencer Dinwiddie came off the bench, scored 33 for the Mavericks. The first reserve to score 30 points in a Game 7 since Eddie Johnson did it, and only the second player as a reserve in Game 7 to score 30 points. Only the second player to do that since 1970. Still to come on the KOAM Morning News, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un flexing his military muscle. This time, it's a battle against COVID. and a check on our 7-day forecast when the KOAM Morning News returns.
Eliminate stress at iMart Express. New customers, you'll love your new view with 40% off your first purchase and a 365-day guarantee. Quality glasses made in-store and free frame. And lens protection for a year. At iMart Express, seeing better is living better.
Spring is a great time to get your cooling system ready before summer heat begins. Call Lyerla Heating and Air, your trained comfort specialist, and receive $1,200 off the purchase of a qualifying Trane heating and cooling system. Imagine, no worries, just clean, comfortable air.
This is Kevin.
And Kim.
For more comfort and less worry, leave it to Lyerla.
Because it's hard to stop a train.
Lyerla Heating and Air, proud to be the jack of our trade.
Shop the area's largest selection of memorial flowers. Many varieties of silk flowers to choose from. Purchase a pre-made arrangement or build your own. Flowers start at just $1.99. With 8 locations, you're sure to find the perfect bunch plant, cemetery vase, or headstone spray to honor your loved ones. Located in the Jake's Fireworks buildings, open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. through May 30th.
Chances are you probably aren't a roofing contractor. Neither is your neighbor, nor your coworker, or whoever this is. So let's leave it to the experts. You need to talk to us. John Cotton Roofing is the roofing specialist of the 4 states. You deserve experienced service and superior quality. We work with most insurance companies to get you the protection you need for your home. Talk to the pros that know. For roofing, siding, guttering, and more, don't wait till your roof is rotten. Call John Cotton today.
Upgrade your ride this year with the new Bad Boy mower and tractor from Shields Lawn and Garden.
As one of the oldest Bad Boy dealers in the United States, we have a wide range of mowers in stock, including the new line of Bad Boy tractors, built for work, around your farm, or property. For smaller jobs, check out our line of steel products. We also carry Key, Polar King, workwear, and dry shod boots. We offer parts and service for everything we sell.
Shields Lawn and Garden, Highway 160 Lamar, and Pittsburgh, North Broadway.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in-store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in-store, only at iMart Express.
Nominate your Ford State Hero today.
Take a look at our daily almanac. Little weather on the 7 action, seeing as how it's 5:17 on this May the 16th. Record high dating back to 1971 of 89 degrees. We'll stop way short of that. Let's talk a little bit about that precipitation down there at the bottom. Because for the year, if we go back to January 1, we're about 5.8 inches above normal. That's right, above normal is what we're looking at. Current conditions over 7th and Rangeline, 56 degrees. Very quiet start. Still got a little bit of a sheen there coming off the parking lot and the pavement from all the rain that we had over the weekend. 55 in Monette and in Carthage, though Parsons and Neodesha in there as well. 61 in Miami and Grove compared to 51 up to the north in Nevada. A little light cloud cover hanging on, especially along and south of I-44. It gets much, much thicker there as you jut down into portions of Oklahoma and Arkansas. Clearing off to the north, and that's why we will have mostly sunny skies. There's a look at our weekend rain totals. If you go back the last 48 hours, you'll see in excess of 2 inches, that dividing line that runs from the northwest down to the southeastern portion. So whenever you see those little bands of yellow, yeah, that's about 2 to almost 3 inches right there. As far as the national perspective, look at the jet stream cutting right through us. And since it's working in from the northwest, that is an indicator of some cooler temperatures. It's still not too bad, right on par really with our average high this time of year, which would be 77 degrees. And so there we are with the breeze from the northeast, but just 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight, a little bit of a shift in the wind. We'll see it work in from the east, but mostly clear. Now, as we get into Tuesday morning, here's where we got some changes. Left-hand side of your screen is where they will begin to pop up as it works through Kansas and Oklahoma, and then kind of makes its way toward us just for the morning commute. We'll get some heavy rain with that, and then this thing's going to slide down to the southeast throughout Tuesday morning. Going to hang on there till really about the noon hour. Then we're going to clear off for most of Tuesday afternoon and evening, and then we're going to get restarted on Wednesday. The hardest rain, though, for early Wednesday morning, going to try to skirt up to our north until it rolls through off to the east. As far as future track goes, you'll see that long dividing line that we talked about there for Tuesday. There we go. And then the thing really kind of takes off there as it reaches portions of central Missouri. So it'll increase after it gets through our neck of the woods. We're going to keep our chances for rain rather sporadic on Wednesday and Thursday, and then it's a little bit more widespread on Friday. Big thing about Fridays is the cold front, because look at that temperature drop from Friday into Saturday. Even the rain that we had here over the weekend, we saw about a 10 to 15 degree drop. That could be about a 20 degree drop between our high on Friday in the mid 80s and then only topping out around 65 on Saturday. Time now to turn our attention